Our food should be here in something like 20 minutes.
Ah, man, food is frustrating.
Oh. My mom, she never had time to cook. She could cook though, like her fried chicken was perfect and there were a few other things, but most times it was usually microwaving some spaghetti sauce in the jar and dumping it over spaghetti or pouring some barbecue sauce over some pork chops. I think her kind of cooking set me up for a lack of expectation, so I don't think that food needs to be much of anything. I'm not saying I don't like good food or fancy food or stuff that's new or different. I just categorize all food as food. It's like my mouth is democracy in action.
Hmm. Part of me says yes, and part of me says no. I mean, food is food, sure. But also, food is also food. So think of it like this. You're going to the art gallery. You've heard this art stuff is good for your mind. So you're on the bus on the way to the gallery, and you say, wait, art is dumb. It doesn't mean you don't go to the art gallery though, because there's the white wine, and the cheese and crackers. So you go to the gallery and you eat the cheese and crackers and you drink the wine. But what don't you do? You don't notice the art. So bam, you just missed your chance to get broadened. Like at lunch. You tell yourself, whoa, food. You weren't expecting it, but there you are, broadened. So here's all I'm saying. Food is a lie we tell ourselves so we don't get kicked out of the art gallery.
But food isn't always a lie. Sometimes the food is the truth. Like the time when I was eating crabs and I accidentally ate the lungs instead of the meat. Or would the lungs at that time have been considered meat? I mean, I remember it tasted like licking tar from the bottom of a tugboat, but I don't want to mislabel. Meaning, meat is the stuff that's inside living things that then gets eaten by other living things. And then what's also a lie is when people say other people are going to be dead meat. Like back in middle school, when Dink Pankton told me during algebra that if I didn't help him with the quiz, I would be dead meat. I took that to mean that Dink was going to murder me. So, see, meat is meat, and all meat is dead meat.
Do you remember how much Dink Pankton loved hot dogs? I mean, Dink was in that hot dog eating contest that one time, and he didn't even notice when it started to rain. Dink was always optimizing. I mean, we know Dink couldn't find a hole in the ground with a flashlight, but we also know that would be inaccurate because we were there when Dink Payton fell in that hole in the ground in fourth grade when he was distracted from eating a hot dog. So I guess you could say Dink Pankton loved meat when in reality, what Dink loved was hot dogs.
Like those times when people go to a restaurant and they can't wait until they eat that food they're going to eat, and that the food is their favorite food. Like when they are so obsessed with their food, they forget about things like fires and earthquakes and bears in caves. Food shouldn't do that. All food should do is give us the energy to extend our lives, not instead suddenly end our lives because we forgot about fires and earthquakes and bears in caves. It's so much better to shrug off food as food if you plan on surviving past dinner.
Whoa, 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 man, you're blowing my mind with this cave bear business. Can you eat bear? I mean, what if on the food pyramid? So just check this out. What if on the food pyramid you were supposed to have two helpings of bear twice a week? People love bears, but imagine this, people who love bears find out they love bear meat. In fact, they find out they can't do without it. They can't not eat bear meat, and it's on the food pyramid anyway, so it's almost like you don't have a choice in the matter, like it's the law or something. See, that, my friend, that would be the tipping point. I mean, like that is the end of one kind of world and the start of another. That's really what we're saying here. You can have a favorite animal and get all dewy eyed, and you can have a favorite food and get all salivaty, and they can be the same thing.
You've got so many good points. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, what about that thing when your favorite food is also your favorite animal? Do you cry when you're eating that animal? And that's another reason that food is a problem. Cry eating. We've all seen it, especially back in the cafeteria in high school when Dink Pankton would get so sad and suddenly, boom, he was crying in his food, which is difficult because the way faces are shaped, in that all our salty eye juice meanders down our cheeks and straight into our mouths. It's like evolution totally forgot about cry eating. Tears should have come out of our ears instead of our eyes. Then tears would be far from our food and run safely down our shoulders and into our armpits.
Evolution has no idea what it's doing. Evolution says, oh, I see you're using your face to peck wood. Here, let me give you a beak. Oh, but now you've got a beak, so let me get rid of your thumbs. Oh, and you like swimming? Well, let me turn your hands into fins. Meanwhile, all you wanted was everything. And evolution says, I got a backlog of orders. So, yeah, we cry into our mouth, and our noses run down our lips, and our pee runs down our legs.
That's like people who say bananas evolved to fit the human hand. Why would bananas want us to bite and chew them up? Maybe with the hopes that their banana seeds will end up in our poops. But have you ever seen a waste treatment center exploding with banana trees? And what about bell peppers? Cut bell peppers open and those little white seeds go all over the place. Plus, bell peppers are all weird shaped and don't fit the human hand at all. And there's also coconuts and potatoes and prickly pear cactus. Most food just isn't getting it together and will not work within our system. It's super annoying.
Food needs to get it together. Food isn't just not playing along. Food has it in for us. I mean, what's with a pineapple? Spikes? Seriously? What if I had spikes just so I could deal with pineapples? Where does the insanity end? Look, I'm all for every man for himself. I mean, these are weird times. But when do we call up the founding fathers and say, hello, did you ever consider pineapples? No, we're too busy with our wig collections. You want to talk about food fights? Yeah, it's us they're fighting.
It's like we're all eating puzzles, but not puzzles that were already put together, but instead, it's like we're eating each individual puzzle piece and hoping our bodies put the puzzle together inside of our bodies. And we don't even know what the complete puzzle looks like. What's the picture? We might think we're eating a chicken sandwich, but we're really eating a mix of grapes, bacon, and tomato soup. Food Food is a boring, jerky liar who punishes us with danger, violence, blandness, and starvation.
Yep, yep,
I won't love food because it won't love me back. But we can't give in, okay? We can't cede control to food, or it will control us forever. You and me, we can chill. We're good at being chill. Food is terrible at chilling. We can win. Food can lose.
yep. I've lost my dinner plenty of times.